Hi, Chase.
Hey, Mario, what's going on? Right.
Bad performance,
Uh-oh.
unfortunately. So let's get started. Yay.
Let's do it. Nice.
So please take the control of my screen and
Yeah, you have to share the screen on the green button at the bottom, and then I'll
yes,
see
sorry.
what you have going on.
So,
You want to pull open your, okay. Are you pulling open your ad account?
yes, so this is one ad account and this is another client. So we will be going through both of those.
Okay. And then I'll just request access from my end.
Yeah. So after our last meeting and that last optimization, I had 2.2 return on ad spend, and the client was satisfied, and he wants to go up to 3 ROAS. And the last 7 days it was 1.2 or something, so it decreased.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Is this that same account?
Yes, the same account.
All right. So it's at a 1.34 in the last 7 days.
Yes.
All right.
I decreased that CBO from 150 to 100. Yes. That university graduated was my best one since the beginning. And yes.
We should probably reactivate the one that has a 2.48.
So yeah, let's optimize it.
Then this one's at a 0.79.
And this ad set was the best one a few days ago on my ABO. And this happens quite often, that I have one best ad set on my ABO and I put it in my CBO and then it doesn't perform.
Okay, I would launch new ads in these for sure.
I'm currently testing new ad creatives on that ABO.
Okay.
The first 4 or 5 ad sets are new ad creatives. But I'm making that the same approach as you do. I have 5 different ad creatives with each different ad copy and headline. So I'm at the first stage of the testing new ad creatives. What are you searching for?
I was looking for purchases, but you had them there at the front. Okay.
Yeah.
So these right here are the new ad creatives?
Yes.
Well, that's good because they're pointing up above a 2 point. Oh yeah, I mean, there you go. So I mean, that makes sense. They already have a much higher return on ad spend. You should add this one, and definitely not that one. And this one. These 2 ads in those other ad sets that you're running.
In the CBO, you mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Because they're getting a much higher ROAS.
Can we do it right now, or should I do it afterwards?
Absolutely, we can do it. What is this one here? That has no results. This one should be deactivated.
Okay.
Yeah, turn off anything that never has any purchases. And then also, if you see ads that are automatically getting a much higher ROAS, add them into your other ones very quickly because those are working. So like a new creative is refreshing your return on ad spend, which is really good. I'm trying to get used to your columns here. All right, so essentially, let's just do this. Just rank it by ROAS. This one's off. This one should be back on. You have the good ones off and you have the bad ones on. We got to switch those around. And then let's see. This one has 4 purchases. What's in here? Okay, yeah. So we need to add these two creatives we have copied to any ad sets that don't have these ads in them.
Also in the currently best performing ads, we should add those two new ad creatives. So
Yes.
let's
Yes.
say I have, okay, and
you should add
these
these two new ads and all the ad sets that don't have them now, because they're working.
okay, but this won't this won't decrease the performance with ad sets that are
No,
currently
it's only going to
working.
go up. It's only going to go up.
Okay, then let's do it.
These, yeah, we should just add these into the ones that do not have it. So like in this CBO, we would just select all.
Select, okay.
And then we just paste them. Should be pasting on your end, but oh, there it goes.
Should I just publish or what?
Oh, and you don't have these stacked.
What? I didn't get you.
You don't have them stacked. That means like the social proof or isn't.
I'm not sure.
Okay, essentially what we want to do is you just want to turn these from create ad to existing posts. Let's see if we can do it real quick. Let me scroll up. So I'll show you what you would need to do. There's a big lag on my end.
Okay, I can do it by myself. Create ad, use existing post.
Yeah, perfect.
But we need that ID first, right?
Let's see here if it did it. Please select a Facebook page to show this type.
Facebook.
No, it didn't work. Okay, hit discard draft.
So we need that ID, right?
No. What we do is just go to that ad set where those ads are posted.
Which ads? The best ones.
Yeah. Now select them. It's just those top two.
Okay.
Just select two ads. That's all you need to select. All right, perfect. Now just hit edit. Oh, you know what? Are those dynamic because you have a story placement there? Just like that top one because you have a story placement. I can already tell that's not going to work. Click on this top one. Story placements are going to make your ads dynamic.
Okay.
All right, now hit edit on this ad. Now do use existing post. No, on the create ad, you just hit use existing post.
I didn't get you what you mean.
Hit discard. Hit discard. I'll take back over again because I don't want you to make a mistake.
Okay.
Essentially what you do is with this ad here that we have selected,
okay,
all you're doing is pressing edit and you're just going to hit create ad right here.
Is it lagging here on your side?
Yeah, it wasn't like this before. Has your connection changed at all by chance?
I'm currently on vacation in Croatia, and yes, I'm not at home. So
okay, no worries. Okay, these are dynamic ads. These are created dynamically, so we can't do what we're going to do. We're just going to paste them in those other ad sets as we normally would. Essentially, when you create an ad, you can change it to use existing posts, and every single time somebody likes it in an audience, it'll show up in all audiences.
yes,
which is good.
That I understand, but I don't know how to influence that dynamic ad. So
the dynamic ad is happening because you're cropping the image a certain way, or you're changing out the image. for story or
understand.
something.
Okay.
But that's all right. Next time you do that, you'll know. We'll just copy these once again. We're going to do what we were going to do earlier and just go paste them in those other audiences.
But this will also keep that that social proof while duplicate.
No. Nope. Dynamic won't hold your social proof. They'll hold it within the ad set, but not within anything else.
Okay. And should I just create those same ads?
You can, if you want to stack them, like stack the social proof, but like do it in one audience and see if it works, and then like let it get some purchases, then you can paste them in the rest.
Okay. So let's do it this way right now. So
That'd be right because it's working for now.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna paste them in this just because like it's taking a long time to like publish, and you're gonna be able to paste them on your own in the rest of those audiences. So that way we save time.
Okay.
Got it? You're just gonna copy, paste these in those other ones.
In you mean?
Yeah, and the ABOs where they're not in specific audiences.
Okay. Okay.
And then you're gonna optimize your ad sets that have those ads. Once you have all those ads in there and they're running, and whichever ad sets aren't performing at that point, you're gonna get rid of. You're gonna cut them. Let's look at your retargeting real quick. Did you set up this retargeting from our last call?
Yes, I also set add to cart, but my Facebook is not spending anything, even though my add to cart audience is big enough.
Yeah, make your add to cart like 60 to 90 days, so that way you get enough data. If people opted out, they're not going to be in that audience.
Yeah, and most
Your
Germans
purchase
are
180 days doing really well, which makes sense. Your content
yeah.
view last 30 days doing good. Your last 7
This
probably
not
doesn't have enough data. So like we could cut this one because your content view last 30 does have. So just start doing like audiences that are like 30 plus for now.
okay.
Add engagements. You could get away with a shorter time frame with that one. Yeah, and then
Yes,
put the.
Yes,
Okay, good.
please.
Good. Okay, great. Great. Awesome. So that one's gonna improve on its own. Let's go back to your prospecting here. So like you'll paste those ads in any of these that aren't working.
Okay.
Let's just click on wealth and see what that one's doing. Yep, paste in here. Perfect. And then you'll cut, let's see here, where your amount spent is. Did I pass it?
Amount spent is left, the first.
Holy smokes. You should have that closer to your results so that way you know what you're spending. All right. Yeah, and then you'll just cut any ads that have a lot of spend that don't have any purchases. It looks like you already did that though for that specific audience, but I would go through all of these and make those changes. This one's doing well. So essentially you want to move your budgets up on ones that are performing.
Up by how much percent? Because it is only you mean by
€5 is fine.
By how much?
Are these euros?
Euros, yes. The
Yeah,
daily
so
budget.
five extra euros per each.
Even though it is more than 20%.
It won't matter until you're after like 50 euros, because then you'll have a significant, at least then you'll have some significance in your purchases where it actually is more meaningful. Okay. So let's say we're looking at, I want to get our budget column and our ROAS in the same column, but we'll just select. And we don't want to select anything that has less than one purchase, right? Or less than 2 purchases. All right, so we'll start with these. All we'll do is do the drop down. These are looking good. Last few days, budget. And he wants to scale, correct?
Yes, he wants to scale, but not significantly right now in August, because he wants to make some other changes on the website and the offer so that we can prepare ourselves for the September.
All right, so we're going to do 5, 10, 15. This is 20 now. Oh, it's going to show us the difference here. All right, so we added 5 to each of these. So it was 75 euros. Now it's going to be 100 euros. That's only $25 more. We're going to take that $25 from your non-performers. All right, so your budget isn't going to change
Yeah,
on a
understand.
daily spend. We're just going to, adjust it this way.
Okay.
So we'll save that to draft.
I mean, you can okay, it
And
takes
look at your
time.
conversion rates here too. We know we selected good ones because everything's above a 2% here, which is good, which means more spend equals more flow through for you. And then we're just going to take your budget from the ones that aren't producing as much. For instance, like we'll go, you're going to paste those other ads in these, right?
Yes.
But until then,
But in those in those ad sets, I already have those ad creatives that are performing well because
okay,
it says new
then
ad
even
creative.
better. Then we're just going to take them.
But the return on ad spend is bad, even though I have those ad creatives in there.
Yep.
In
So we're
those,
going to take these 5 and we're now going to take budget from these. So we'll do budget. Just how we added 25, we're going to take 25. It's called budget reallocation, which if you take budget from low ROAS and move it into high ROAS, your ROAS will be forced to go up. I mean, it's a guaranteed lift, always a guaranteed. There's no way it doesn't unless you're like moving 1,000 over and then it just crashes everything.
Sorry, that was my bad.
So
yes, you can.
if you want to go ahead, you can. Essentially, all you do is just add 5 to each of these.
You mean?
I mean, remove 5. Sorry, you cut €5 from each of these.
5, 5, 20, and what about? Okay. And should I let this one run at 5, or should I cut it?
Yeah, leave it at 5.
Okay.
Save
Publish
the draft.
or
Yes. Yeah.
one more question, please. So I have tested multiple audiences at €5 each. Let's say this one, and then I duplicated it because it was the best one, and I increased the budget from 5 to 20. And here it says the second investment. And almost every time I do that, my performance is not where it was as at €5 daily.
There's no significance at €5 daily. There's just not. You're going to have to, I mean, if it was running at, say, €50 plus daily, and you're getting like 5 purchases a day, and you duplicate it at, €200 daily, then you might see a performance stabilize at that level. But you're better off just raising budget on the same ad set rather than duplicating it.
Understand. So yeah, makes sense.
We're going to actually get rid of this wealth one.
Yes, you can.
So that's still going to remove that 5 that we took, right?
Yeah.
We're just going to remove this one because it only has 1 purchase. And you already have it over here. And this one's already has a better cost per purchase anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Now you can review and publish all of these. And these are the only changes I make to the overall count. Adding your retargeting at a longer range and then putting those ads in the others. And you should also come up with another ad creative and then do like a shop now button and stack the social proof.
You mean on retargeting?
No, just in general, another creative that you can add in.
Okay.
As a shop now.
Within those existing ad sets or in new?
Just as another test with a couple ad sets like you did before.
Okay, and let's say I'm currently now testing those audiences, I mean, and I have this best one. Should I take this one and split it and test ad copies and headlines?
No, I just do an entirely new ad.
Entirely new ad.
Yeah, you want to keep doing new things until you have a better idea of direction.
Okay. So what I do now, after this call, I should just add those 2 best ad creatives into all audiences that doesn't have those.
Yeah, because I mean, you're at a 2.2, 2.3, 2.42, 2.92. I mean, if you do that, I mean, you're going to be above a 2 in your account.
Yeah, that's great. And yeah, retargeting. So Do you have anything else?
Nope,
Okay,
this
then
account is going to go up.
so this is another client. They sell the jewelry,
Okay,
and let
no
me just
purchases.
no. So the maximum I got 4 purchases, and it was okay, fine. The first 7 days I had over 3 return on ad spend, and then
Flip it to or 1-day view. Just given that the iOS update has taken away some of the results and jewelry is something people normally search, it might make more sense for you to have 7-day click or 1-day view.
okay,
Did you see my
understand.
latest video I posted? It was like talking about like jewelry audiences. So like you should
Yes,
go after
yes, I just
RDA.
saw it today.
Yeah.
So yes, and then I got my I made the same approach as you were explaining in your course. I took this the best ad creative. I duplicated this audience. I increased the budget from 8 to 20. I took the same ad creatives and I'm testing ad copies, and it is not performing at all.
Yeah, don't do any different copies. Just, I mean, do totally different ads, different copy, different creative. Remember how we talked last time when you showed me those 5,
Yeah.
you know, the new structure of 5 totally different ads? Just stick to that because that
Okay.
structure is working right now. And then do 7-day click or 1-day view with this type of brand. And then you need
And
to
I
do,
should not and I should not be duplicating the
no,
best ads, just increase those.
no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
And then you need to test audiences that are more like brand like. So instead of like sterling silver or pearl, go after like the luxury brands.
Yeah, Pandora and so on. Yes,
Mhm.
I understand.
Yeah, those are the things you need to do here.
I also have new ad creatives, new videos that I will be implementing
Yeah.
and testing.
And see how you have 5 totally different ones here? That's good. That's the good structure. And it makes sense. This one's working. And then you should do like in the jewelry space, go to that site real quick.
Mm, mm,
The AHW studio site.
okay. What do you want to take a look?
And then just go to product, like their bestseller.
Their bestseller is this one of those, one of the best ones.
There's literally like no buttons on this site, which is like terrible. That needs to be fixed immediately. You can't even like really read this text. This add to cart button needs to be full width. The background needs to be white here. The text needs to be bigger. There's a huge space between target and destroy. Scroll up. Yeah, I mean, the text is too small. The buttons need to be full width, much larger, background white. And then the total number, I mean, you can look into their data. I doubt people are buying 2 of these or 3 of these. So that's just wasted space, honestly. So I just remove that. And then their sizes, people must have to know their sizes. So I would also have a sizing chart. You know, I know my ring size, but not everybody does. So you got to have a sizing kit.
Okay.
So I would do that. All those things, have them do all those things.
And what you meant with buttons, there are no any buttons what on this page.
Yeah, there's like no shop now or add to cart. I mean, there's no pricing. Like it just looks like a portfolio. It looks like just
Yeah.
a jewelry, you know, photographer. This is like a photography site. This does not spell e-commerce. If you go to Amazon, they're not going to be displaying like, some Instagram feed to you where it looks like you're, looking at photography.
Yeah, let's just, yeah, it's,
See how there's a button there automatically?
yeah. Schmuck. Yeah, I get your point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
White background.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, those are the main things. The text should be bolder on their site. That would be good. And that'll fix this automatically. I mean, this store could be doing great numbers. The jewelry space is very easy to sell high ticket items in.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
certainly a science in this case.
And so about that A/B testing, you mentioned you have 5 different ad creatives with 5 different ad copies and headlines, and after you have your best ones, you then take this one and test that ad creative.
No, you just take your best one and you put in your other audiences. For now, if you want to test new creatives, just do wildly different ones. The only way you would want to know if your copy or your creative is making it convert is if the thing has like loads of sales and like you want to get down to the nuts and bolts because you're like, all right, we know what creative works or we know what ad works. Let's find out what copy and creative we should be using moving forward when we're launching ads. The style,
Okay.
right?
Understand. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Do you?
No, those are the main things here. Then you should do like carousels for ad creatives as well with the logo and stuff in the carousel.
Okay. They have new ad creators they have uploaded recently, and
Yeah, those are a little
also
too lifestyle-y. I would do like this. Here's what I would use. I would use those black ones. Actually, here, let me share my screen.
okay.
This is what I would do. And this would sell, and I guarantee you could be averaging like 10x plus. This right here as like a carousel, this image, this image, this image, this image, this image, not this one. These 4, only these 4 because I don't like any of these 3. With their logo like at the top because the reflections here, just
Yeah.
their logo like right here. See what I'm saying?
Yes. I thought actually that those only product images I should use for retargeting, and those lifestyle images for prospecting.
In the
So to
jewelry space, people who are spending a lot of money, I mean, they don't need to see the lifestyle. These people, if they're dropping $1,100, they're dropping $1,100. I mean,
I
if
get it.
somebody who could afford this isn't thinking about this type of purchase, they're just like, okay, buy. They don't even add the cart. They just click, purchase. There's no question for them. They have the money. They don't they're into this stuff. They think it's cool, they'll buy it. They're not going to like, oh, I wonder how long I'm going to wait before I buy this, or I'm going to think about this, owl here.
Yes. Yes. Understand.
They're like, they're going to look at it and say, oh, that's cool. Buy.
Yeah. And I just want to get to this that statement of yours. So I have ad set at 5 or 10 euro each daily, and I don't duplicate the best ones. I just increase the budget until 50 euro daily, and if I see that this is performing at 50, then I can duplicate it and make it 100 or 200.
That's right. Yep. And then well, no, don't duplicate. Sorry. You would scale by 20% every 48 hours at that point if you're scaling.
So you don't.
Yeah, no more duplication because you're overlapping and then you're causing a reset of the learning when you could exit sooner.
Okay, yeah, I got your point. And I got your urgency email campaign for your course that won't cost any more 2,000, but rather 6,000. Is this still the case? Because I want to get
Yeah,
your
for
first.
like 2 hours. It ends in like 2 hours.
Okay. Okay, because I won't be buying it within those next 2 hours, but afterwards. So yeah.
You want to buy it within the next 2 hours?
No, because I want to get your first course done with all of those
Yeah.
IQs.
So technically, if you book another 2 calls, you're essentially paying for 4 calls, which is the same cost of what the coaching is, except the
Yeah,
only difference is the coaching you would have gotten like 100 calls for the same price. So
yeah, I
you pay for
understand.
half the coaching already with 2 calls, which is about 50 calls already
Yeah,
in the coaching. So the value of the coaching is like way higher, because you get calls at like $60 a piece. Actually, it's probably way less. 100 divided by, what's that? Let me just do the math. Yeah, you're paying like $18 a call at that point.
yeah.
You know,
Okay, I
you
understand.
might as well just upgrade to that now, and then then you can join another call today, and then every client you land, you can just be hopping on these calls, and then weekly, rather than, or you could be spending the 500. I don't mind. I would make more that way, but to me, it makes more sense for you to just hop in the coaching, because I would see that more valuable for you.
Okay, I understand. So there is no option to get that course after those 2 hours for 2K.
No, it's going to 6,000. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Because we're only so what happens is people will join, we'll get like 15 people on a call, and then like any more than that's too much for me to like, make sure I deliver the right information to them. So like once those spots are filled, we just price everybody else out, unless, people still buy at higher costs, but not as many people will. So that allows me to make sure I'm delivering the right amount of value to people.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah. You have my Instagram?
No, I actually don't.
Okay. Well, if you DM me on Instagram, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out about that, how that process works. Because that next call is actually in 2 hours. That's my Instagram name. I just sent you in chat.
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that first call today.
No worries. There's plenty of calls. We have one on Wednesday. That's the next one. They're every Monday and Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central Time. You essentially get on the call with me just like this on Zoom. You share a screen and we go through your account, except it can be a weekly thing.
Okay, fine.
Right.
Understand.
Yeah, and that way we can deliver a lot of value, get your client results up, and then if you're wanting to land more clients, then we can do that too.
That sounds great. So Chase, again, thank you so much for your time and your knowledge, experience, and everything else.
Absolutely.
Yes, I will be joining that academy right away. So see you on Wednesday.
Awesome. All right, Mario. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yo, thanks. Bye. Have a great day. Stay healthy and happy, and see you next time.
All righty. Cheers.
Ciao, cheers.
If you really did like this video, please do like and subscribe. It does mean a lot, and it truly does help the algorithm and helps this channel grow. If you haven't already, you should definitely sign up for Surge.io beta. It's an ad tracking software for Facebook that's going to allow you to accurately attribute results between your Facebook ad campaigns and the actual website where you're getting the purchases, so you know which audiences and ads are actually producing your results.